Hola amigos, welcome back to Eating with Andy. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very popular recipe across Latin America. Empanadas! They're a savory pastry that's been stuffed, usually with beef, chicken, or cheese. It's basically a Latin meat pie. Most countries have their own version. Colombian ones are made with cornmeal dough, Ecuadorian ones with plantain. Today I'll be showing you the Peruvian version. Made with a shortcrust pastry stuffed with beef, baked, then finished off with some powdered sugar and served with a lime wedge. Yum! So, let's get started. First things first, time to make our beautiful shortcrust pastry. Combine 600 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt in a large food processor. Add 340 grams of unsalted butter, which is cold and cubed. Process until it resembles fine breadcrumbs. If you don't have a food processor, just rub with your fingers. Mix in 250 milliliters of cold water to bring it all together. Turn into a clean work surface and knead until combined. Wrap your bowl of dough in some cling film and place it in the fridge for 1 hour to rest. While our dough is resting, let's work on our filling. Finely chop 600 grams of steak. I use rump, but you can use any cut suitable for quick cooking. Place 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil in a big pan or pot and put it on low heat. Saute 2 large finely chopped red onions and 2 crushed garlic cloves for 5 minutes until soft and translucent. Add 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 tablespoons of Aji Panca paste, and 1 tablespoon of yellow chili paste. Fry for a further 5 minutes, still on low heat. Add the 600 grams of steak. Increase your heat to medium-high and saute for 3 minutes. Remove, place in a bowl and place it in the fridge to cool completely for around 30 minutes. And hard-boil 3 eggs and cut them into quarters. Slice 12 pitted Kalamata olives in half. Our dough has been resting in the fridge for 1 hour. Now it's time to start rolling it. But before we do that, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, fan forced. Cut your dough into 3 equal parts to make it easier to roll. I like to roll it in a log shape so it's easier to divide equally. We're gonna work 1 bowl at a time. Place the rest of the bowls in cling film so they don't dry out. Set them aside. We're gonna work on this one first. Roll it and shape it into a little disc shape and flour your work surface. We don't want this sticking. Grab a rolling pin, flour that too. We're gonna roll this out till it's 2 millimeters thickness, and we wanna get around 4 discs per bowl. To cut the empanadas, just use a bowl. I'm using a bowl that's 15 centimeters in diameter This will give you medium-sized empanadas, but you can always use smaller or larger cutters if you like. Once you've got your discs cut out, lightly flour your work surface again before we start filling them. Spoon around 2 tablespoons of the beef mix right in the middle. Run some egg white on the edges. Place a quarter of a hard-boiled egg and an olive that's been cut in half. Roll it and press the edges together with your fingers to shape it into a half moon. Press the edges together with your fingers. Use the fork to seal all the edges. Finally, use your bowl to cut all those uneven edges. Brush the pastry with egg yolk. This will give them a nice shine. Then place it into a large baking tray that's been lined with baking paper. Bake them for around 25 minutes or until the dough is nice and golden. Our empanadas have been cooking for 25 minutes. It's time to get them out of the oven. Oh. As soon as they're out of the oven, get them to a wire rack to prevent a soggy bottom. Get the rest. Let them cool down for 10 minutes. Sprinkle with powdered sugar and serve with a lime wedge. That shortcrust pastry. Wow, it really makes a difference when you make your own pastry. That pastry is so flaky. It just melts in your mouth as soon as you eat it. That powdered sugar really balances off the savoriness from that beef filling, and that little bit of lime at the end lifts the whole dish up. This is a delicious Peruvian meat pie. That's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this empanada recipe. It's something you can make for a party, when you have friends over, have as an entree, have as a main. It's so versatile and it's so delicious. They also reheat really well. Just pop them in the oven or in the microwave. And you can make everything in advance. You can make the pastry in advance, the filling in advance, and all you have to do is assemble them on the day and bake them. As always, amigos, don't forget to like this video, leave your comments below, and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to get notifications as soon as I release a video, press that little bell at the bottom. Adios, amigos!